Hey guys, it's Jamie. I'm back today and I'm actually just going to be filming me doing my makeup and getting ready. You guys are probably going to watch this girl and be like, she's showing us makeup, but we don't know how she does her makeup. So it's going to be pretty chill. I'm just going to put it on. I'm sitting in my bathroom right now where all my makeup is at. Currently, I'm trying to find a new makeup situation to where I can like put all my makeup that way where I film and my makeup is in the same place, which makes it a lot nicer than having my room in one place and then my bathroom where all my makeup is. So I'm trying to figure that out still. You probably aren't going to be able to see exactly every little thing I do just because of where I have the camera set up and the angle and everything, and I honestly don't even know about lighting. I have like my big mirror lights on right now. So hopefully you guys can still kind of see. I'll kind of talk through as I do it. And if I keep looking up here, it's because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. And over here, if I look over here, it's because I'm getting all of my makeup out, actually. But, quick thing. I planned on filming a haul for you guys today about recent stuff I've got. So I was like, oh, I think I have like one lip gloss in my purse. Well, I found all these in my purse of the things that I've got recently. So, yeah. I'm just going to film me getting ready. And then I'm just going to film today, I think. I have a haul for you guys. I have a brush video on the new Morphe Me brushes that I need to do, which I'm actually going to test out today while I do my makeup. So yeah, I'm just going to start off. The first thing I do is I always moisturize my skin, and I use like the most generic moisturizer possible. I just use the Equate Beauty moisturizing lotion. It just says compared to the CeraVe moisturizing lotion. Looks like this. This, I don't know why, whenever I like said in one of my videos that I got put on Accutane, and if you don't know what that is, it's a medication for acne. And so while I was on it, my skin was so dry, and he told me to go out and buy like the CeraVe moisturizer. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll go do that. Well, I went to go buy it and realized it was like $30 for like something this size, and I was like, oh, that's a little steep for moisturizer that I don't even know will work. So I was like, no, not gonna happen. So I ended up just buying this, and I honestly love it. I still use it to this day, and I've been off that medication for like 8 months. So yeah, if you want a cheaper alternative to CeraVe that works just like it, but I also think is a little less greasy. I think I did try the CeraVe, and I thought it was a lot more greasier than the Equate version, and the Equate version's only like $8, so test it out. For primer today, what do I want to use? Well, you guys are going to see this in the haul, but I feel like using it. I'm using the Porefessional Matte Rescue Primer. I have been using this stuff for about 2 weeks now. I like it. It's a gel consistency, like as you guys can tell. My friend Jordan actually recommended this to me because we both have like super oily skin, so she told me to get this, and it smells really good. It, to me, kind of smells like berries, but I don't know, that could be just like my nose is weird or something, I don't know. But yeah, so I said I was on that acne medication, and you guys don't really have anything to like compare my face to unless you like go look at my Instagram or what else, like my Twitter might have a few pictures. But like I had good skin until I had my daughter, and then after I had her, like my skin went to shit fast, and like there was nothing I could do to like make it work. I used to use Proactive and it worked really well for me, but after I had her, I became like allergic to it. I had a really bad allergic reaction to it, so I quit using it. And so my skin was absolutely terrible, and I went to the dermatologist, and he'd prescribed like an oral antibiotic to take every day and 2 creams. Nothing worked, so finally they put me on this medicine, and it literally worked wonders. Like, I haven't had a pimple since I, like, in the middle of taking this medication that I took for 6 months, so probably, like, 9 months ago. Like, right now I have this little spot, and I think it's just because I've been doing my makeup so much more lately since I've been, like, trying to film. But, like, I will take this any day over anything else that I had. So, yeah, I know it's kind of a hard medication to get. It's a very high-risk medication, so if you think you might need it, talk to your dermatologist about it. Like, there are different things you have to try before that they will put you on it, but it is like a miracle working medication. It like literally, it saved my face. I can't even explain how much. And I heard it's National Coffee Day. One thing you guys don't know about me, I'm absolutely in love with coffee. It is my third love of my life after my child and my boyfriend, my coffee. So yeah, if you guys are coffee drinkers, check it out. Also, if you're coffee drinkers, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Coffee Creamer is by far the best coffee creamer I've ever tried in my life. I drink way too much of it. It's kind of like liquid crack, but be careful. So going on, I have no idea what I'm doing today for makeup wise. I'm taking my daughter to a parade later, so I don't want to be like, looks like I'm going out to the club, but I kind of want to do like something fun, because lately I've been doing like a bunch of different stuff and like being a lot more adventurous with my makeup, which if you guys follow my Instagram, it is just Amy29, like my YouTube. You guys can see some of the looks I've done. I've just like, since I started filming, I've been like really into doing different things. So yeah, go on there if you want to keep up with all the different makeup looks I do. And also I have pictures of my daughter and just like life stuff on there. So right now I'm like into a setting spray like phase. I set my face 27 times doing my makeup, but I feel like it really does help. So right now I'm going to use the Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. I honestly can't tell you if this one makes a lot of the difference, but I've been using it a lot. So I'll put on my moisturizer and then my primer, and then I will spray this all over my face. Kind of let it set in. I don't know. I just thought that maybe if I put like setting spray on numerous times throughout my makeup that it would help it like stay less oily, because I get super oily super fast. So yeah, foundation, what do I want to use today? So I just got the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I really like it, but I feel like their shade range is like a little light. Like you can tell I'm not very tan. Like this is really pale for me, and I got a medium golden beige. It's a medium warm color, and I feel like it's way too light on me, so I don't know. Okay, I think we're gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte up to 24 Hour Foundation in 105. I don't know what, natural beige. So again, when I was on Accutane, before I was so dry and, before I was so oily, like obviously whenever you have a lot of acne, normally most people who have acne are very like oily prone skin. So I like had to switch my whole makeup routine, and I had to get like dewy stuff, because once I got on it, I got so dry. So I ended up getting the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, because I'd used this one previously and I loved it, but I was like, this is way too matte. Like putting this on top of my dry skin felt like I was like a porcelain doll cracking. It was terrible. And so I loved this stuff, but now that I'm off of it and like I'm more oily, I cannot like get away wearing this just by itself all day. So I'll like try to mix these two together if I feel like I can. Like, I'm not gonna wear my makeup for 8 hours and like be a grease ball, but if I do feel like I'm gonna wear my makeup really long like I am today, this stuff is what I go to. So yeah, I'm just gonna squirt some on the back of my hand, and today I'm actually going to use this new Morphe E6 brush. I am like a die-hard sponge person to apply makeup. I always use these like Real Techniques sponges. I have like 9 of them. But I did get this new foundation brush, and I'm going to give it a try. So I don't know how this is going to go. I honestly haven't applied makeup, like liquid makeup with a brush, in probably 5 years. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're just going to stipple it on at first and get some coverage. And because of that medicine, like I don't feel like I really need super heavy coverage. So I guess that's why I like applying stuff with the Beauty Blender, or the little Real Techniques sponge that I have, because I don't really have a lot to cover up. And I feel like with the Beauty Blender, it shears it out anyways, because this is actually like a pretty full coverage foundation. And I don't know, just like the thought of like putting on makeup with a brush, like I just feel like it just slides all the product off. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't applied makeup with a brush since I've kind of known what I'm doing. So like 4 or 5 years. But I know like Laura Lee swears by a brush. Jeffree, what does Jeffree do? Jeffree Star, I don't quite remember what he does. I think he kind of goes back and forth. But I'm going to test it out. So far, this brush is really soft. I know, like, kind of right now, Morphe brushes is, like, taking over the beauty industry. And I can see why, like, here's a random brush. This is, like, a random Morphe brush that I was talking about that I got for, like, Christmas a few years back. So I have that set of brushes along with, like, other random brushes that I've just collected over the years that I use. And I get a lot of brushes in like my bag subscriptions, which I really love. Like I get, what do I get? Luxie. I get a lot of Luxie brushes in my Ipsy bag, and I get a lot of Crown brushes, I think is the other one in my Ipsy bag. And I love getting brushes just because, I mean, like, they're always dirty and not everyone wants to spend an hour cleaning their brushes once a week, like you should. So yeah, don't listen to me. You should be cleaning your brushes every week. But do people really clean their brushes every week? No, probably not. So yeah, having like a variety, especially blending brushes, that is like the one thing I feel like I never have enough of is blending brushes, just because like you're always blending eyeshadow. If you do eyeshadow, like you always should be blending. So I feel like I never have enough. And honestly, I like the way that this brush put on this foundation, not gonna lie. I'm just adding a little extra like around here because I don't think I got in there close enough. I might try to do my concealer with this brush as well. We'll see. I don't know. I have like the worst under eye creases probably in the world. It's kind of like they're just freaking motes under my eyes that hold product. I don't know a better way to describe it, but they're really bad. And I've tried so many different concealers, and I'm not going to say one concealer I've ever used has been like fantastic. No freaking creasing. But not NARS. I don't know why I always want to call it NARS. Tarte Shape Tape has been like my go-to. It took me forever to find it in stores, but I finally did. And since then, it's been my girl. Me and her are pretty much besties. I recommended it to all my friends. But yeah, so you guys really don't know much about me. So we're going to do like a little life story real quick, or like I guess the main points of my life. I have a 3-year-old daughter named Everly. So previously I did YouTube videos back in high school, and I kind of quit. Before I had her, I just kind of quit. And like people weren't very understanding of it. Like people made fun of me, honestly, which at the time, like I said, it didn't bother me, but it kind of really did, because people would call me by my screen name all the time, and I don't know, it was just like embarrassing, I guess. But like now I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, I quit doing that. I actually had quite a few videos up, like nothing was amazing content or anything. It was like a lot of tags and favorite videos and just like my outfits and stuff. So that was what I was doing then. Ended up having a daughter end of my junior year of high school. So I finished out high school. I went to nursing school. Still in nursing school right now. I will be done with my associates and have my RN in 2 months. So exciting. Then I plan on going to get my BSN and master's and be a neonatal nurse practitioner. So that is the goal right now. So that's what I do in my free time. I play with her or I study for nursing. And I work. So I work nights actually at a hospital. Do that too. So my life is pretty packed, to say the least. But for the longest time, I've been thinking about like going back to YouTube and doing videos, just because like everyone around me, if I'm literally not playing with Everly at work or doing homework or studying, I'm on YouTube watching YouTube. And all my family was like, you just need to do it again. And I'm like, I don't know. And my boyfriend was like, Jamie, you just need to do it. Like, come on, do it. So finally, I was like, whatever. Like, I'll take a shot at this. Oh, I'm using NARS Shape Tape. Not NARS. Tarte Shape Tape. Damn, why do I keep saying that? And this is in Light Neutral. Favorite concealer by far. I don't know. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with concealer. I love it because obviously it brightens you, but I hate it because it makes me crease. So would I rather be like dull looking or would I rather be creasy? I don't know. And this stuff, like, a little goes a long way, so you do not need a heavy hand. And like, this thing is huge. For a concealer, this is huge. Like, this is my other concealer. This is just like a Rimmel London one. Like, you can tell the difference in these things. Like, this is a lot of concealer that you get for like $20-some. So yeah. So back what I was saying, my boyfriend was like, Jamie, you just need to do it. So I was like, all right. So finally gave in and done it. And you know, if I can make this like a nice little hobby on the side, just because no matter what, like I do my makeup 3 times a week probably. If I can make this like a nice little side hobby, I'll be content with myself. Because I do love makeup, and I have like my whole life. Everyone like around me knows, like, if it's 11 o'clock at night and Jamie's bored, Jamie's gonna go do her makeup for absolutely no reason, just to like take a few pictures of herself. Yeah, so I decided to kind of put that effort towards actually a channel and actually put the effort into it. I know the last time I did it, it was kind of like, oh, here's a video this month. Oh, here's a video 3 months later. Like, everyone subscribed to the girl who never posts videos, which obviously was not going to pan out. So I'm back. I'm trying it again. I'm a lot more dedicated now. I like know obviously that this is going to take work, and it's not just going to be like a post every other month kind of deal. Okay. Quick disclaimer, I think I kind of like, honestly, putting the concealer on with this brush better than I do a beauty blender. I don't know. I can't tell because I'm like so far away from my mirror right now. But it feels nice and I feel like I like it. So we'll see. To set my under eyes, what do I want to use? Alright, we're just going to use this. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I got this, I think, while I was on, like, a vacation, just because I forgot to bring my setting powder, so I just went and, like, found a really cheap one, and I actually really liked it. It's, like, one of the most finely milled powders, like, ever, that I have ever used. Like, you can just tell what kind of, I don't want to spill it. But I'm going to be setting my under eye concealer using the Lexi 660 Precision Foundation Brush. I just like this because it gets underneath my eyes really well. And like the whole baking trend, I don't really know. Do I believe in baking? I'm not sure. I kind of do, but I kind of feel like it makes my under eyes really dry anyway. So them being creasy and then putting like this underneath of it, I feel like it really dries them out. So I normally just do like a thin layer. I try not to go overboard. And it's translucent, so if I do like take pictures, it's gonna show up a lot more than like not baking would. So I just do a little bit. Try to like open my eyes. I'm probably making some really great faces for you guys. Open my eyes, get it under there, put the excess back into the thing, or as much as I can. I kind of just make a mess, but whatever. Like, powder's flying everywhere and I'm going to be inhaling it, but whatever. Now I need to, like, wash my hands off because I don't really want to get powder everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of my life story right now. Child, nursing school, being a nurse. I don't know. It's fun though. I enjoy it. There's never a dull moment with my life. And I like that. So, on to my, I'm just going to like set the rest of my face. Now, this product is kind of like, I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of nice, like high-end makeup. But the product that I set my face with is a $1 e.l.f. powder. And this is my favorite face powder ever. Like whenever, like even if I don't wear makeup, I will put this on and it literally is like almost a full coverage foundation and it's $1 from e.l.f. And this is in the shade light medium. So I just rub my brush in there. This is just one of the new Wet n Wild brushes. I got it for bronzing, and then I never honestly used it for bronzing. I ended up using it for face powder. If I want more coverage, I will use a e.l.f. like flat top brush, one of these babies, the e.l.f. powder brushes. I'll use one of these if I want a little more coverage, but because of my, I put foundation on under this, like I don't need a ton of extra coverage. So I just run this over. I just like to set my face because A, I am oily. My skin is super oily. And B, like when I go to put my bronzer on and blush and everything, I feel like it just blends so much better whenever I have like a powder between it and the actual blush or bronzer. And these Wet n Wild brushes were like $2-3 and they're super duper soft. Like I would highly recommend. I just got mine at Walmart, I think. Yeah, Walmart. And I think right now, like, no, it matches pretty good. I was thinking it might be a little light, but it's not. It matches pretty good. So that is pretty much what I do, like, my base on my face with. And after I'm done, like, doing the base, I will spray my face again with a setting spray, just because, like I said, I'm kind of, like, addicted to doing it, but I really do think it helps. So I always mix them up. So now I'm just going to use the NYX Matte Finish Finny Matte long-lasting setting spray. Like this. I went through so many bottles of this. It's ridiculous. I probably went through 8 bottles of this. It just has a lightweight water-based setting spray that keeps your makeup looking matte and amazing. So yeah. Drown my face in this stuff. This one, like, kind of has a chemically smell, I'm not gonna lie. But whatever, it keeps my face matte, it really does. And it's $8, I think. $8. My coffee's getting cold. I need to drink faster. But I do kind of like the style of just like sitting down and talking. I've never really done it. I think today, after I film, I have 2 videos I'm going to film today for you guys. So whenever you see them and I'm wearing the same makeup and hair and clothes, that's why I filmed 2 today. I have like, today is Friday, so I have class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday online. And then Thursdays and Fridays, I normally have clinicals all day for, at the hospital in town where I live. But, today I actually have an off day, which never happens. So I'm going to take advantage of it. Everly is at school and I am going to film. So next, I'm going to bronze. For this, I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. I wish that these like had a name, but they don't. It just says Morphe. And for my bronzer lately, I have just been using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. The palette that has like the 8 different shades in it, the highlights and then all the contours. But for bronzing, I mix the, ooh, I don't want to drop this, that'd be bad. I mix the first, I'm trying to like get it to use, the first color and the second color. This is definitely a warmer color and this is a cooler color. So I just kind of mix them together. I like used to really be into contouring. I'm not so much into it now. I just kind of like a bronzy look. But I kind of do it in the spots that I would contour. And I am like not by any means like a super precise person at all. I like just, I kind of throw it on there and it kind of works for me. Like I know what I like. I throw it on. I can make it look fast or look good. For me anyways, I think it looks good. Yeah. So what else? So currently, my boyfriend, he works out of town during the week. And so whenever he is home for the week, I normally, or like the weekends, he comes home Fridays and he's home Friday night. And he comes home Friday night, he leaves Sunday afternoon. So he's not home for very long, but whenever I go stay with him on the weekends and like we go do something and I do my makeup, I have a lot of makeup. Like I haven't showed you guys any of my makeup yet. I will sometime. But what I bring with me to his house is probably like an 1/8 of my makeup. I would say roughly an 1/8 of my makeup. And he's always like, Jamie, you have so much. All of your crap is all over my sink. So yeah, we always joke with each other, like whenever we want to build a house, like whenever we build a house, we're having, either separate bathrooms or having those like dual sinks, because I have way too much crap for us to like both get ready at the same time in the same bathroom. I kind of brought my bronzer down a little far on my head today, so we're gonna lighten that up when I'm done. But I really want to do like a bright red lip. I got also another thing you'll see in my haul, I got the what is it, Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in Lady Balls. I love the name of that. It just sounds like so powerful. I love it. But it's just like a blue toned deep red. It'd be really good for fall. Actually, my boyfriend was like, I really like red lipstick on you. And I was like, oh, okay. And I have one, but it's more of like a corally red. And I wanted like a true red because they just have like a vision of Christmas and like a black dress and maybe some like red heels and a red lip and red fingernails. I don't know. Weird vision. So I got this red lipstick and I love it. I've only wore it one time, like in my room by myself with no one else around, but I love it. So I'm gonna go back through. I think I took my bronzer down a little farther than I normally do on my foreheads. I feel like my forehead looks a little, I can't say a little too bronze, but a little bronzier than normal. So I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. powder again, my powder brush, and just kind of put it in the center. So yeah, and then after I bronze, I kind of like to just dust this underneath where I bronze instead of like doing a sharp contour, just kind of doing that. So it kind of looks like a contour, but it's not as structured. But I still go in and kind of contour, kind of being the key word. I also need to find more makeup storage. That's like on my list because right now I'm using this just like tub and it's full. I can't add anything else to it. So yeah, I'm using the Crown brush. I got this in an Ipsy bag. Just looks like this. I hauled it. It's like that paddle looking brush. I think it's a nice contour brush. It's pretty dense. So I'm just taking the third shade in the palette. This one, it's a pretty cool toned color. And I'm just going to dip one side of it in the brush. Like I did 3 times. And I'm just going to do this. I don't want anything too structured, and it looks pretty structured right now, but I'm going to blend it out. Just because, like I said, I'm going to a kids' parade today. I'm like, not going out to the club. And I always have a hard time contouring like the right side of my face just because I'm left-handed, and so like I feel like they always look uneven. But I don't know, they might not. It might just be me. It probably is just me because I'm like really anal about it. But yeah, I kind of do that, and I do my jaw. I don't know why I do my jaw. I just see other people do it, so I started doing it, and now I just go with it. And then I'm going to take the bronzer brush again, and I have like a little hair on me somewhere. Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to go over the area that I contoured, just so it doesn't look so contoury. Like I purposely did it. I did it, but I don't want to look like I did it. Is what I mean. What else? So I've been watching Netflix. I just finished Pretty Little Liars, so we'll start on that. I read all of the books, and there's like 20 books. So this series came out when I was in 7th grade, so I was in middle school, and I have been graduated from high school for almost 3 years now, and I watched it, and then the 6th season started, and I kind of was like, I'm over this, like, I want to know who A is. You guys keep screaming with us. I'm kind of done with you guys. So I quit watching it. And then I just randomly picked it up again and started watching it like 2 weekends ago. I finished it. I don't know, spoiler alert, but I don't know if you guys read the book. But in the book, Allie had the twin. And in the show, Spencer had the twin. So that was a little crazy. I wasn't ready for that. I kind of really enjoyed it. But yeah, I wasn't ready. So for blush today, I kind of like this brush for blush. Brush for blush. Yeah, that's right. This is the Luxie 514 blush brush. I got this in an Ipsy. It's like a duo fiber. It's pretty. I have to bend all the way down here now and get all these blushes. What what should I do today? Not that one. Alright, I'm kind of indecisive about my blush today. So I'm just going to go with the neutral color, so no matter what lips I do, it'll look fine. But this is the Milani Powder Blush in Tea Rose, number 8. Just a very nice light pink. I like these blushes. I have 2 of them. I have this one, and then I have, this corally one that's called Coral Cove. But I don't, maybe, should I do coral today? Should I do coral today? I do have a pretty coral lipstick. Oh my, I can't even open this. This one. Okay, should I do coral? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do the coral. Just because even if I don't wear the coral lipstick, like, it'll still look fine. I'll be light-handed today. And these blushes are really pretty. I got these from Walmart. My Walmart finally started carrying Milani. So I got these from there. They were like $8, I think. Good price. I also have a few of their liquid lipsticks, and I like one of them a lot. I like the formula of both of them, but I like the darker shade better than the lighter shade. I hate how sometimes, like, packaging deceives, like, the color. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, a nice nudie pink, but it's, like, it reminds me of just, like, a frosting, and I don't like it. It's so light, and my, like, skin tone is too dark for it. So, yeah. So, those are these. I like these a lot. I think they're really pretty, too. Next. What do I want to do next? We want to highlight. Alright, next we're going to highlight. I don't know what I want to use to highlight though. I have 3 that I've been loving. This new Wet n Wild Mega Glow Powder Highlighter in Precious Pearls. It is so pretty. I love this. That's also been my haul. Or I have the Becca Opal Mini that I just got in like a travel package. This is also really pretty, so you guys can tell. And then my tried and true. These things have been beaten to death, and it is the Jaclyn Hill Face Palette in Champagne and Prosecco Pop. Like, these things I've used so much. I absolutely love them too. I don't know what I want to do today. I think I might use Prosecco Pop. Yeah. I'm still, like, pretty bronze, so I can pull off a gold highlight right now still. So for this, I'm just going to be using the e.l.f. highlight brush. I was looking for a highlight brush, and this was the first one I ran across, so I just went with it. I can't say I love it, can't say I hate it. It works. But this does pick up product really well, which this highlighter is pretty powdery. So I haven't even done my eye makeup yet. What in the hell am I thinking? So that'll be next. But yeah, I was watching this video yesterday. Who was it? Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars. I figured out she has like a beauty video or beauty channel on YouTube. So after watching Pretty Little Liars, I was intrigued and I subscribed to her. And her makeup artist, Ariel, I don't know, this guy, I can't remember his name, Andre, it starts with an A, I know that much. He was saying, like, we should be highlighting, like, people highlight too high up, and we should be highlighting, like, down here, because this is actually the top of the cheekbone instead of up here. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are, you know, if I could highlight my whole damn face, I would. But I don't want to look like a grease ball, so I won't. But I try not to be too heavy with highlighter just because I do have super oily skin and I don't want to overdo it. And I don't want to end up just having to add powder back over it, like later. But I do always highlight the end of my nose, my cupid's bow. And I never highlight my chin though, ever. Because I feel like it makes me look really greasy really fast. So I always avoid highlighting my chin. Now onto eyes. I want to do something simple just because I was like so busy talking I forgot that I had to do my eyeballs today. So my coffee's cold. That's not a plus, but whatever. Actually, I'm going to put on a little bit of chapstick real quick before I put my lipstick on later. This is just the Lipsol Silky Swedish Beeswax Lip Balm. When I was on that medicine, this stuff was like the only chapstick that did not make my lips crack open and bleed. I know that sounds lovely, but it's the truth. So, I would recommend you get some. Today, we're going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. I did a video about this. By the way, sorry about my first few videos, how the bars are on the sides. So I've just used my phone to film because I found that like my phone has a really good camera as opposed to like going out and spending a lot of money right now on a camera, like kind of before I really decide that this is something I'm going to do 24/7. I don't want to go spend like $900 on a camera. So I've been using my phone and I feel like it looks pretty good. It works pretty well. And I like had it upright to film, which left the black bars on the sides just because of like YouTube's video regulation format, whatever. So I figured out how to turn it and got that part figured out. So my videos from now on like should not have the black bars because I know that's so freaking annoying. But yeah, today, oh, what do I want to do? If I'm going to do corally lips, I should probably stay pretty simple on my eyeballs. Yeah. Alright. So to start, I'm going to take... Alright, I can't even read this because it's so small, but I will show you guys the name of this brush. It looks like that. Bean something. And it's the Illuminator brush, but I always use this to just pack on color on my lid before I start. So I'm going to be taking the third color in the palette right here to start, or that's the fourth. No, that was right. The third one right here. To put all over my eyeball before I start, just so it gives me like something nice to blend on. And it is a little darker color, but it matches my skin tone like almost perfectly. So for me, it's like not quite a transition color. It's just like a nice all over the lid blending color. Sorry, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. This palette though, like I said this in my video, but I seriously mean it. This palette is a freaking rock star. I will never, ever, ever get rid of this palette. Like I'm going to have to buy another one before she quits making it because I love it so much. The next color I'm going to go in with, hope you guys can see, is, which one should I do first? I'm going to do this color. I don't know all the names, honestly. And I don't know where the card is that says all the names. What did I do with it? I don't know where it's at. But second row down, second color. And I'm just going to use this as a transition shade in my crease. So I'm going to start it down in my crease, and once the majority of the product is on my crease, I'm just going to blend in and blend up. Lately I've been using like tape as kind of like a border for my eyeshadow, which I've actually really enjoyed, but putting tape on today while on film, I would look like a doofus, so I'm not gonna do that. So I literally blend the crap out of my eyeshadow just because it's very important for eye looks. No matter if you're doing something simple or super colorful, like blending is key. And I can tell a difference from like, even in the last like 2 months when I've really like taken the time to do my makeup and like try to perfect my eyeshadow, like I can tell how like different it looks and how much better it looks when I took the time to like blend and start light and like higher and go darker and go lower and then go back to the lighter color and blend it up and out. Like I can just tell a world of difference than from like when I was just throwing shit on my eye, like thinking it looked good. Like no, honey, it did not look that good. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do something golden-y today. Something simple so I can do a really bold lip. Well, not really bold, but bolder than normal. Which, like, this blush doesn't even look that corally, so I might still be able to do the red. I don't know. We'll get there. By the way, my favorite eyeshadows in this palette are these red family ones right here. Those are my jam. Next, we're going to take the color Pukey. I just, like, remember this color, the name of it, just because it's Pukey. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to go a little lower with it. Start on the outer corner. And as most of the product goes, I'm going to kind of bring it in. And, like, I'm not saying I'm, like, a pro eyeshadow because I'm totally not. Like, I use the same technique for pretty much any eye look, just different colors. But I feel like I'm progressing in my makeup as opposed to digressing. So, here's Pukey. Also, if you guys have any recommendations on a new Netflix series to watch, let me know because I need something. I get so upset when I finish a Netflix show just because I feel like a part of my life is like gone and I spend so much time watching it, especially like at night before bed. I try to watch like one episode of a show. And so I feel like once I finish something, my life is just kind of over for a short minute and I have a hard time committing to a new show. Like, committing is rough, especially to a Netflix show. Like, I've watched One Tree Hill like 3 times through, Grey's Anatomy like 4 times through because I just like can't commit to anything else. Next I'm going to take this yellow shade and just, I'm going to not use very much of it. I just wanted it on just for a pop of color. But things I've really loved on Netflix. I have loved, my all-time favorite is probably Grey's Anatomy. And it was back on last night, just so y'all know. I was pretty excited. But Grey's Anatomy, One Tree Hill, kind of girly-wise shows. And then my, like, all-time favorite kind of, like, show that I know guys would probably like, Sons of Anarchy. Like, 100% Sons of Anarchy. Charlie Hunnam, you know, however you say his name. He's a god. He's fun to look at. And the show is just really freaking good. I also really enjoyed Breaking Bad. Not so much the drug aspect, but the storyline. What color do I want to do next? I think for the rest of it, I'm just going to put gold on. So for that, I'm going to just take this small Morphe brush, the little like eyeshadow shader brush. Looks like this. And I'm actually going to spray it with some setting spray just to get it kind of damp. And then I'm going to take this Goldie shade right here in the palette. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. And these metallics in this palette are freaking gorgeous. Like, oh, yes. Slay. Like, Jaclyn Hill freaking killed this palette. Like, I actually, if you don't have Time Hop, it's like this app where it shows the stuff you've been posting from like how many ever years back on your Instagram and like stuff like that. So I was going through a few days ago and I seen my tweet I had made about Jaclyn Hill's palette and it cracked me up because I was like, this was like 2 years ago. Like, I've been waiting 2 years for this palette to come out and like talking about it. And now it's out, and it's, like, my baby. Like, my second child. And my poor boyfriend, like, had to listen to me, like, go on about this palette. He was like, Jamie, you were kind of crazy. And, like, no, this is a big deal, Bryce. Like, it's been 2 years. Like, this is a major deal. And then I, like, have told a bunch of people about it. Because I definitely think it's just, like, an everyday palette. And it has very everyday shades that you can wear every day. Like, not saying everyone wants to wear like this bright gold eyeshadow every single day, but for people who do wear makeup a lot, like, there's so many like neutral colors that you can use every day in here, but there's also fun colors too, especially like this side on for fall. Like, awesome. It's freaking awesome. And then if you want something bright and fun, like the blues and purples, I haven't messed with the blues and purples yet, but I'm excited to because I'm going to go to a wedding in a few weeks and I'm wearing like this long maxi, where's it at? It's already out there. This long maxi floral dress with a bunch of different colored flowers, and I think I'm going to do purple for the eyes, so I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to curl my lashes. I need to do something under the lash line though. Like, that's kind of my thing. Not my thing, but like for my eyes, I've just been so used to like doing something underneath. I hate leaving the under part blank. I feel like it just makes the look not complete. So for that, I'm going to take, this is the Morphe M578 pencil brush, the little baby pencil brush. And I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette again, and I'm going to take the Pukey color to begin with. So this one right here in the middle. It picks up color nicely. It's pretty dense, so I feel like it had a little fallout. Applying shadow under your eyes, like, is not comfortable, guys, just so you know. Like, it's not comfortable at all. And I'm not going to do anything too wild. I'm just putting a color under there so it doesn't look absolutely bare, just because I have color on the top. And, like, yeah, normally if I do under the eyes, I close my eyes just because I feel like the top kind of pushes against the bottom and doesn't let it actually go in my eye, which is nice. Oh, I didn't even use that new blending brush I was going to use. And then after that, I'm going to take, did I want to use this? Yeah, I'm going to take this color right here, the Cool Tone Brown. And I'm just going to, like, one small tap it in there and put it on the outer corner, just to give it a little dimension. And then when most of the color is applied, I'm going to drag it in. Like, I'm barely putting any on just because it's dark. And like I said, I'm going to a parade. So, I'm like going to a parade and then I'm going to my boyfriend's house. So, I don't think we plan on doing anything tonight. So, I probably don't need like a full-on glam look. I'll show up and he might be like, Jamie, what do you think we're doing tonight? So, okay, I feel like, oh, I don't know if you guys can notice, I did my hair too. I went and got it done. It was like platinum blonde, all blonde, and I went and got some dark put back into it, and then I had her kind of keep it ombre. I really like it. I like this really like reddish brown color up in the top. I might like go back, not very long, like probably a month or so, and have her just put all of this in my hair because I really like that color. So before I do my mascara, I'm going to spray again with the Makeup Revolution spray. Just as a final hoorah, I guess you can say. Like, I feel like I have to fan. Like, I can't sit there and just let it sit. I have to fan it off. And, well, not fan it off, but, like, fan it in. Sorry that this is so long. Like, I've actually never sat down and, like, filmed myself getting ready. And it's a lot longer than what I thought. And, like, today I'm just doing something super simple. Like, I'm not going too hard. Normally, I, like, spend a lot of time on my eye makeup. But I felt like being pretty simple today. Just because I've worn makeup, like, every day this week almost. And I've spent so much time doing it that I kind of just, like, wanted to do it fast and get it done. So, yeah, I'm going to get my Jaclyn Hill face palette back out and use the mirror in this. This mirror is freaking dirty. I'm going to wipe it off real quick so I can actually see my mascara. Okay. So, for mascara lately, I've really been liking the CoverGirl Lash Blast and the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Okay, I've had this for a month, and look at all of the stuff that's rubbed off. Like, it's not like I've been hard on it, it's just been sitting there in that thing. But whatever, the actual product works really nice. But, the CoverGirl Lash Blast works really good for just, like, opening my eyes up. Yeah. So, I'm gonna put this on. Mascara, I look like such a goober when I put mascara on. I know I do. So, y'all make fun of me all you want. My mouth isn't open. That's what matters. Because normally I'm like, But this Lash Blast mascara, it like really separates my lashes and like keeps them really curled. I've gotten lots of like questions from like just people like in person when I wear it, asking if I have fake eyelashes on. I'm like, no, it's just CoverGirl Lash Blast, the normal. Also, side note, my bottom lashes on my left eye are really good. My bottom lashes on my right eye suck. I don't know why, but it really pisses me off because they look different, and like my eyelashes are one thing I'm really anal about. So yeah,